I care that you're not making sure that the money is properly accounted for, so that when the questions are asked, well, how is the money used, you can provide the documentation. That's my concern. Who's making sure of that? Somebody needs to make sure of that. Somebody needs to make sure that the system functions where every dollar they spend, they account for it, they provide the receipts, they provide the documentation to verify how that money was used. That's just the way it is. Some people don't want to have that conversation, but they need to have that conversation. Oh, this thing freeze. They need to have that conversation. It is what it is. We cannot duck it. We cannot avoid it. We need to have that conversation. Because it's the people's money. You understand what I'm saying to you? No. And so Shannon Dawn, the people are raising concern because they say you ain't spending the money right. And they say that's the real reason why. The people say you need to say the only thing we're getting fattened in Barnabas is you. They say ain't nothing else happening. Huh? But I don't believe Shannon Dawn getting fat with the people $150,000. I believe he ever had his own money. And so, yeah. So it's just a matter of trying to solve the situation of how the money is being used. All of these members of parliament need to account for how this money is being used. Every single one of them. Every single one of them need to account for how this money is being used. And that's just the way it is. All right? Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, we can cut this short. I can talk about Shannon Dawn. I can continue this tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, because we got a gang of stuff we need to talk about. I can tell you what we can talk about tomorrow. We can talk about the unemployment on the rise. We can talk about the murder of the stopover tourism industry. We can talk about where's the public servants' money. We can talk about where's the retired police officers' money. We can talk about the stolen NIB money and the selling of NIB cards. We can talk about oh Jesus, I know what this is here. Let me delete this. Why I have this there? We can talk about I giving you the heads up for the show for tomorrow. We can talk about the passport fraud. We can talk about the COI chairman being taken into custody and questioned. Yes, we can talk about that. We can talk about the bloated voters register. We can talk about the voter registration numbers and all that other stuff. We can talk all about that. And we can talk about Trump's immigration policy with respect to the $100,000 for a work permit. So we can talk about all that tomorrow. It is 2 a.m. I appreciate all 27 of you on Facebook for supporting me. I appreciate all 12 of you on TikTok for being here with me. Tomorrow afternoon, we will continue this conversation. I look forward to seeing all of you then. I want to interrupt Lincoln Bain thing. I'm sorry, it can probably be before Lincoln Bain. I can figure out when Lincoln Bain coming on, and I'll do it like 2 hours before that to make sure I cover it. So it may be in the day, but we can do that. So if Lincoln Bain coming on at 4, we can do ours at 2. All right, and then so we can do ours at 2, so we don't interfere with Lincoln Bain when he comes on at 4. Whatever time Lincoln Bain come on, we can do our show 2 hours before that. So I need to find out. I need to confirm what time Lincoln Bain coming on. Of course, this is storm season, and so I need you guys to be vigilant. I need you guys to be cautious.